stroke, so I will return.
No
Yeah,
data? I should be dataing. Stream settings. Okay, I've started again, I think.
Classes, man.
Just in time. I'm going to use this attempt to do some cool things. And the first thing I'm going to do on your end is I'm going to go and see if I can do some trading. Can I have some items, please, Dad? Can I have some can I have a single barter? Can I have like 3? What's I've got? Oh, wait, actually, don't I have enough now? What the heck? What's going on? How much do I need? It's like literally just what 700. So I need 80. Cool. Where are you, Dad? Dad, can I have some trade? Father, what you got? What you need? You got not a lot of. Okay, we've got a lot of wood. You got a lot of wood. Can I have 60, please? Can I have some 60 wood? Oh no, I don't want wood. You want? Oh no, you want wood. Fuck. Who's not interested in wood? I got colours mixed up. They're all the same to me. Okay, give me some wood. Oh, you got lots of wood, but you don't like me. Not enough data. What do you want from me? What can I say except you're welcome? YouTube is not receiving the video to maintain smooth streaming. That's just not true, innit? It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Don't know what you're on about. Might have to think about this.
Wow.
If I do this, am I gonna just kill the stream?
Hello.
Hi! YouTube is not
Yes.
receiving enough maintained smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffing. Well, they just have to go back 10 minutes and, like, watch that.
What I would recommend doing is looking up, like, maybe just doing a bit of research into, like, the best settings to have. Because that's what I did a while back. I think I'm going to have to go through and do it again for whatever reason.
Okay, I was looking for some wood. You have some wood, but you also aren't loving me.
I'd just like to take the time to introduce some fucking amazing brownies that I bought from Asda. Bog's Brownie Bites. They are vegan brownies. They're usually so expensive. They're usually like £2, 2 or 3 quid, and you only get 9 of them, and they are tiny. But goddamn, they are amazing. I bought them on sale.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Oh, good.
I want wood. Grant me wood. Grant me. I believe I specifically want actually 80 wood.
We should do a vegan food segment where we buy nice food and try it on
stream.
Take
5 of this. What else would you not mind? I can't be like giving you 10. Come on, 10 for fine. How about this? Cool. Just because I want to do a single building project 1 turn faster. I think it's very important. I think that's what I did all the time in my old thing. I just, you know, like anytime there was a chance for me to do like a single building project but only 1 turn faster, I'd be like, yeah, I need to do that. Do you get that? Or is that something only I do? Cool.
What?
Commandment available. Okay, what commandments? So, do I want happiness? I got 5 happiness, province instability, -1 per turn, and that will bring me to a normal amount, more or less. What about this? Recruitment, cost all units, ammunition, happiness, agent network, +5 resources to this province. It's just food I'm getting from this province, innit? Let's get some more happiness, because otherwise I'm going to be suffering from stuff later on. Oh, Hector needs to be improved. Do I want Vanquish? Get like 2+5 hit points, and you basically get the ability to do charge bonus and speed versus Divine Focus, which means that you get worse speed. What do you gain? Oh, it's damage. It's weapon damage specifically. So you just basically you get like more powerful attacks.
More powerful and tankier.
Yeah, it's tank. It's sort of speed or attacks. Let's do attacks, I think, because I'm going to be using this as a. I'm not going to be using him to chase down units, so I think I want that. I understand the appeal. I might have fucked up there.
After playing God of War and listening to like various like ancient Greek inspired like soundtracks, my God, the Age of Mythology soundtrack is just better than all of them. It's so good. The drums in it are insane. So good.
I put it in a load of when I was doing the what's it called, the yoga stuff. When I was editing it, I just put it in. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's so good. It's amazing. It like I could imagine like some really good like remixes of this. Like just as like in other genres, because the chord progressions and like the little motifs are so fucking nice. It's so good. It's so smooth as well. It's not like abrasive. Like the God of War soundtrack.
Is it just bong?
It's just bong bong. You're an action character who kills other people and smiles about it. Like
how is the story of one?
Oh, it's, you know what? It's very generic, obviously, but like, oh, I don't even know. I don't know where to start. Like, so I've been thinking of doing like a video essay on it, but I think I'm gonna just do like a short one because it's been covered so many times. Maybe just one I can even post on like social media. That's how like short I want to do it. Where I just go through like bullet points on each different thing. But like, oh.
It's your turn, fellow human.
I know. It's God of War's story is drip fed to you through cutscenes throughout the game, whilst you go through all different areas, and there are so many points where you're like, I know what's gonna happen next. It's not a surprise, but it's gonna make me wait like 2 to 3 hours of gameplay to find out what happens next in the story. There's also like almost like there's like a Kratos redemption arc where he's like, oh, my family, but it doesn't fucking matter because the entire game you're just murdering people. And like it's the whole game is about how fucking evil Kratos is and how he like smiles when he fucking cuts people in half and stuff. So it's like there's a bit where he walks into a room and there's all these dead bodies and he's like he gets this like flashback, which is like the story cutscene, and then when he comes out, he goes, "What have I done?" And then proceeds to like fucking murder a bunch of extra like enemies, and it's just like, are you kidding, dude? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. But I mean, it is God of War also, so what do you expect? Okay, let's do a battle. Do you want to do a siege? Do you want to control the enemy?
Like I said, I like watching. I like just because then I can talk to you and focus entirely.
Okay, sure.
Oh no, I'm willing to play. I will get thrashed by you. It's just I don't want to create a precedent.
Say that, but look at this. Oh. That's a very equal bounce bar, but we've got a lot of slingers and skirmishers. We don't have that many spearmen though, so I'm kind of surprised that that bounce bar is. So I think it's probably because he's got two like champions.
Okay, shut. It's up to you.
I can beat him on the walls, definitely.
If you say attack, I'll decide whether or not I want to fight you or not.
Okay. I'm happy for you to do it either. I think what I might do is break siege and just recruit for another turn.
Might be fair.
Yeah, I think. Or maybe I could recruit another army. Do you reckon I could? How much is that going to cost me?
I don't think it's feasible to create another army. You go, oh, I can probably afford it looking at your massive food supply, and then as soon as you start doing it, you go, wait, where did all my food go?
The main reason I want another army is just so I have another hero, though. Elitist.
You mean another lord?
Yeah. Do I get an archer? Defender? What type is... I suppose he's a... How do I find out, like, what type of hero Agamemnon is? I wish you would just tell me. Epic hero, bold, linear... Well, that's great, but, like, what... He's an epic hero. He's a club hero. That's all I know. Maybe if I get a spear hero... Right, what I'll do is I'll maintain the siege, and then if they attack me, they have to rally out, and that's easier. And what I'll do, let's recruit a boy. Defender, protector, defender, veteran. Might, particularly once they are already tired and spent. Song. These are shields, please. Defender, companion. Warlord, mentor. I have no idea what any of this fucking shit means. I don't want an archer or anything. I'll just get the first guy. Amphimacos. He is a Homeric character. He is an elitist.
That doesn't mean much. It just means it was mentioned in the
mean
fucking list at the beginning of the bloody book.
Okay, and I can probably recruit like 2 units. Not even this turn, but I will be able to recruit like 1 unit next turn for him.
Oh, I can rename things? This historical campaign, I like that.
Yeah. Right, do I want more bronze? That's a good recruit rank thing.
I want to get try and just call it like big city or something.
Big city.
Big town.
Siege construction available. We should probably do that. Let's construct a battering ram. Cool. New siege. Do I just get ladders in this?
I don't know. Maybe.
I can't remember. Because that might be a bit of a key thing. I think I'm actually gonna demand some stuff from treason. Lion's share, give me some food. Right now. Nom.
What time is it? How long are we going for, by the way?
We usually do till 10, but it's up to you.
Okay. I'm just concerned for my computer's health.
Really?
I am. Which is a bit
What
late.
am I listening to right now? I'm listening to like I'm gonna put this... Jesus. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll go with... probably just Spearman. That's a good bet, isn't it?
I think I need to figure out why it keeps on overheating, because it's been doing it with things which usually don't cause it to overheat. But like, I've opened it up, cleaned it all and such, so I don't know what it is.
Okay, I just want to check my diplomacy real quick before I end my turn. How is treason thinking about me deteriorating? But also they are very, very much in my favor. Should I take Tyrants or should I vassalize them?
Oh. Check to make sure you don't have any like other like fighting peeps in the you need to be concerned with. I try not to.
I'm not at war with anyone. Though the Corinthians are unfriendly with me. They're who I'm going to fight next. Because most of Greece don't like them either. Well, I'm allies with Ajax. You know that there was 2 Ajaxes.
Yes, I do.
There was Ajax. Oh, wait, these are the Spartoi. I think I was right about them being in Thebes. Oh, cool. Yeah. So there was 2 Ajaxes involved in the Trojan War. There's big one, and then there's Ajax the Lesser is like from somewhere else. It is your turn, sir.
I know it's my turn. I'm just checking to see where I want to go.
Just reminding you. I have a bar at the top that says administration tier. Projected upkeep. This is new. Additional upkeep penalty due to administrative burden. So currently I have minus 20% to administration efficiency for enacting royal decrees. So I have minus 20% research rate, but I will have... But my fledgling kingdom is not yet burdened by its size. The next one I get minus 10%, but I get plus 15% food upkeep for all units. That's insane. What the fuck? That seems a bit odd. That the bigger my thing gets, the more my units cost. Like, I think they cost less. Yeah. Final. I think I'll do this like short form little like video essay though on God of War 1 before I play the second one. I also kind of want to do something on this. I'm recording this, question mark. I am recording this. Okay, good. I want to maybe do something about this as well. I think that might be kind of nice. I'm gonna use this footage in the background. I don't know.
You can look at mine as well, which I have recorded. It'll be like really choppy, but it'll be fun. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with a few things, if that's what you're wondering. So, like, currently my thought process is there's this one enemy. They have 2 settlements, so I position myself in between those 2 settlements, hoping to attack either one on the next turn, depending on what happens. I think, though, that it's going to be the capital I'm going to attack. It depends.
That's usually quite a good idea, I think.
Because they sequestered themselves out of the capital when I started moving towards them because I was closer to the other settlement, and now I think I can attack the capital next turn. So they will either attack me, and they have a somewhat large force. They have 1 less unit than me, but I don't know. I have 3 giants, and I think they have probably got harpies because they're on a harpy island. And that's what I'm currently thinking about. Let's see. How do you get heroes again? I mean, not heroes, agents.
You have to build buildings, I think.
Okay.
That allow for them.
I can't really do that right now. I kind of need more Scheiße. I need more surplus. I need everything, basically. Which is annoying. Cool. I guess I just can't do much at all. Cool. Let's see. If I do end turn, what happens? I'm going to keep an eye on what are they called? They're called Maricaria. Let's see what Maricaria do. So they look like they're mustering, is what they're doing. They'll probably decide that that's a bad idea when I attack their settlement, though. I predict. Either that, or I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that they have probably gonna sit inside their settlement. I'll take their settlement, and then if they haven't left it, I'll muster myself. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so what can I do? I can get more of this, which gives me more of all reasons plus growth plus besiegements can leave. Gives a little bit of wood. Or I can get this, and this gives me more food, more growth, more happiness.
You ready to do a battle?
I can do a battle, yeah.
If I'll wait if you're looking at.
No, I'm just looking at stuff I'm going to do my turn. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I kind of wish I could give you some dudes to fight, but obviously
I don't know if I'm going to be fighting with you or against you yet.
Okay. I don't think you can fight with me.
Okay, you have a lot more boyos than me at the moment. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I do. Well, here's the thing. The Achaean fleet was like the biggest army ever amassed in history, apparently, supposedly. It's like huge. It's like fucking all of Greece, pretty much.
Of the time, maybe, probably.
And they just rocked up at Troy. Like one day they just looked out the window and the sea was just full, like to the horizon of boats.
We do know that Troy as a conflict happened. It's just a matter of like how much of it is real, how much of it is all brain lies.
These guys with these massive things in the background, they might be colossi, or they might be the armor of the gigantes that fought against the gods. That's the whole thing.
I'm gonna bet that the armor. It's probably the armor because there's nothing inside. If it was colossi, they'd be full statues, wouldn't they? So I think you're right with the giganti. Giganti.
Right.
This is a hard one. How are you getting in?
Over here. Are you fighting?
No, I'm spectating.
Okay. I'm finding a wall that doesn't have as many towers. I'm going for that.
Don't forget that you're getting reinforcements.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm deploying like right next to them. Right. I'll run the militia up the middle. Hopefully the archers will fire at the militia. And then we'll go.
If they did like a proper Age of Mythology style Total War, are you hoping for like Egyptians and Norse as like
Maybe,
the other two factions?
That would be pretty fun. Honestly, I have no idea. I haven't really thought about that too much because it kind of wouldn't make any sense. Geographically, they'd have to include like.
Well, yeah, it didn't in Age of Mythology either, did it?
Mm. Well, no.
It's like it's in the same kind of like proto kind of non-real universe as Black and White, which has you fighting the Aztec army, which is taking over everything, including the Japanese and the the Norse, and you're the Greeks.
It's good stuff. I want you.
I'm just kind of sad you didn't get to play like all the other factions. You only got to play Greeks. I quite liked the idea of playing the others.
You got them though. Like you got units from them and heroes from them. You weren't playing as the Greeks. You were playing as like the Atlantis.
Oh, I'm talking about Black and White, not.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I mean like yes, because you got to play as all of the factions in the Age of Mythology campaign eventually.
Yeah.
Because you played through and then you'd play through as the different heroes. I liked Ajax. Ajax was great in that campaign. I remember it was Ajax, and then there's Mr. Boy of the Spear, and then there's that lass from Egypt, and then was there a guy who was Norse? I don't remember. I don't think I got that far into the campaign.
I think you get to Norse after you go to.
Yeah, but then not like anyone part of the main like group. You know, there's like the main party, and then they're like obviously, and everything. Oh, this is like a proper siege. Nice.
I like the design of the city. Look at all like the fields and stuff ends on the inside.
Yeah, like it's actually lived
really
in.
cool.
But it's around like a spiraling mountain.
Yeah, it's cool. I've fought this map before, and it's very neat.
I mean, there's just really nice meat. There's really nice skyboxes as well. Like everything's really nice.
They're gorgeous. This game is absolutely gorgeous.
It's definitely, it's so much better looking than Total War Warhammer. That's just because it's built. That Warhammer's built on, like, 10 years old. How long ago was it now? It's not 10, surely. It's about 4, 5, 6.
Pretty old. Why are my spears going in there?
Was it 2014 when the first game came out?
Shit, I've sent the wrong spears in. Honestly, I can't fucking remember. It was a long time ago. I want you to shoot at these guys. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I don't know. 2040. It's probably like year 10 or 11, maybe.
I didn't get it immediately. I got it like after Steven suggested it, and then I slowly got the DLC he recommended. And then at one time there was a sale, and I just bought everything. And I bought everything since, keeping myself on the bandwagon. I can't get off.
On the train.
On the train. I mean, if you get it when it comes out, it's £7. Well, not £7. I mean, it's like cheap. It's like 20% off.
Discount, isn't there?
So, like, if you think of it that way, you can justify it to yourself. I'm not even live anymore. I think it's struggling on my end, on my thing. I don't know what's going on my end. I hope it's still running.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Oh, I've got some dudes here fleeing already. What are you? Militia. Okay, that's fair. Oh, this is going to be a brutal war combat. I don't think this is going to go very well.
Oh, those guys are fucked. Those young spears just melted. They had like all of their health disappear.
Their guys or my guys?
No, their guys, don't worry.
Okay.
They did use an ability, though. They've got a couple of heroes, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Fighting heroes as well. It might be that I can't really stream this because it's I don't think I don't have the right settings on. I only put it up as a way of like supplementing your stream, basically.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, we could do Discord maybe. Like, and maybe I could just like screen record, which probably wouldn't be too bad.
Look at all these naked men, all naked on this wall. They're so packed.
Imagine how bloody warm it must be. Like,
think of all that sweat, just the pure sweat wall.
Yeah.
The like your rivers will go red with blood. No, the rivers will go salty with sweat.
Yeah.
Look at all these naked men. This is why I wanted to play Amazon, so we'd see some mix-up in these just masses of naked bods.
Lads, yeah.
Lads.
Alright, so I've won the walls, I think.
Okay. Every time I try and win the walls, it just fucking happens where the wall is like... my units just melt. Remember when you were playing like that one game and like I set up all my guys and then when I checked back they were all dead? And I was like, oh yeah, beastmen are like flankers and such. They don't meant to be like taking walls.
Ooh, lads and shields. To be fair though, yeah, you did kind of like...
I was min-maxing.
You did kind of come at me with like some of the weakest units in the game.
That's literally the only units I have. That's fucking beastmen for you.
They're good. Well, beastmen have really great monsters. That's the thing.
I don't know.
They're just not good. They're not good at war combat. Like,
I've played beastmen several times since, and I play them like I do other factions. And I know that's not how you're meant to do them, but you know, in terms of just, I've thrown in units which are meant to do well against other units, like based on them like high priority versus. Is it paused?
It is paused. Oh, it's back, and now it's in slow-mo. It does that because of internet connection usually.
It might be me. I don't know. But like, yeah. What was I talking about?
Alright.
I don't know if I'm good with beastmen. That's my point.
No more ammunition.
Get out of there. This is right. I've taken out. Have you got ammo? No. Okay. I've taken out most of the like archers and stuff now. I think there's some slingers up on the side that are being a bit annoying, but that's what slingers are really good for, is just pelting dudes, rude dudes. This wall combat is absolutely brutal. Like, Jesus Christ.
Imagine actually getting into the streets and being able to like fight.
Yeah. Got some vigor back. I can smell your face. Nope, that is just my ass. I am so sweaty ass boy.
Sweaty ass boy. Are those spears just chucking like things? That's a pretty good place to put them, those slingers actually.
The ones on the side, yeah.
Yeah,
left.
that's pretty smart
really
actually.
Annoying.
That's like probably what the point of those building those next to those hills are.
Yeah, it's good. I love the. I do really like the settlement designs in this. Generally, they're pretty cool. Though there are a couple where you fight outside the settlement map and it looks a bit dumb. But oh, there's more slingers there. Let's shoot these guys instead. I want.
Imagine using slingers. This was made by the bow gang. I think I can only get archers. I'm so cool.
Yeah, well, you're completely like different like culture of dudes. You have like, I mean, everyone uses spears, but it's a bit different.
I do want to try out the Amazons because I've never been able to properly play them.
I think you should. I think they look interesting. They look.
Yeah.
I never really play horde factions, so.
We'll see how this goes.
But Attila is all about horde factions.
We'll see how this goes, and then if it goes poorly, we'll like, or whatever reason, we can try like the other one.
Yeah. I want you to not shoot at them. I want you to shoot at these guys.
And then maybe I'll actually have an alright like connection, so that my stream is actually fine. Because I think I had a viewer for 5 seconds and it was just unwatchable, so they left.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the plus side, though, like, hopefully the stream, when it goes up, it'll be, like, actually a stream people can watch. And even though, like, maybe some of our conversations about things will be okay. This is just, like, this wall combat, is this strategy, or is it just, like, move them up?
No, it's just mush.
It's just mushing them
together. It can be, but it isn't. Not here.
Just keep on slapping them together.
This is Agamemnon, legendary general of the Achaean. Really going in here. I think I killed one of his generals.
I think there were 2. I don't know if they've gone now. Not available and not available. I can't even touch them, so I don't know where
I think what they do is they flee to the center.
They do.
At some point, so...
One of them's around. I can't see the other boy, though, so he might be dead.
I'm just going to move my slingers back up from over here, because they're not really doing anything, and you can come back over here.
I like how that guy's just running about, like, Nyeh. I've been learning more about, like, Chinese history. It's actually quite good. I like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How come? Anything?
No reason. I just put stuff on when I'm like doing work, and it just happens.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's just moved into that for some reason. No, it's good. It's interesting.
Any interesting stories?
I watched an entire video, but it's not. They haven't released the next part, so it's only. And I've actually like known about it before with a different like version, but I've forgotten about it since. But I'm learning about the. What is it? Wutin, which is the Civilization 5.
Yeah.
You know, the Chinese leader, the only female emperor of China.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Where she started out as a courtesan, and then basically.
Oh really? That's pretty badass.
So yeah, she started out as a courtesan to this one like guy, and he became the emperor through like a bloody coup. Where he basically ended up technically in self-defense, but it didn't matter. He still murdered his entire family, became like the emperor,
right.
And then because of how politics works, he was more or less like in a situation where he had to basically say, because of this bloody past I have, I will be the most humble emperor there ever was. Just because of all this like dark past, I need to be like I will be the best, most humble emperor, not any bad stuff. And to be fair, he was all right. He did some cool things. But yeah, Wu Tian. By the way, that's not her birth name. It's just like we don't know it because, as it turns out, no one actually catalogs the names of courtesans. But like she was his courtesan at 14, but she wasn't very agreeable necessarily. She was quite 14. Yeah, she didn't immediately ingratiate, so she was just sort of one of the ones who was more or less like, yeah, she's a courtesan, but I don't think he ever saw her or anything. So then later, when he eventually died, as is with all of the courtesans except for like maybe the empress, they are all sent to a nunnery to become nuns. So this happened with her. At the same time, well, not at the same time, but beforehand, there was this whole situation with the emperor's sons. So he started a bloody coup to like become emperor, but he was very close to his own sons when he eventually had them. And there was a situation where one son was acting up, so he went to his second oldest son and was like, it might be possible that you might be the heir one day. That kind of like, leaning on you. But this wasn't in a way which actually would mean that he was. It was more in a way where the potential was there, so he, in order to basically pull the other actual heir under control, to basically say, well, there's always your brother. Here's the problem. By leaning on this slightly younger brother, he'd actually given him enough cause to actually perhaps become the emperor. So it was like suddenly all of a sudden all the courtiers were starting up factions between these two like brothers. And the emperor, realizing what the fuck was going on, was like, hey, what the heck's going on? And one of them was like, listen, I hear that my brother's going to murder me. I will literally kill him. And in return, I will be emperor. But listen, don't worry about it. I'll kill all of my sons so that you don't have to worry about me inheriting the throne, and therefore, you know, it will be an entirely, he's basically saying, listen, Dad, I can be emperor and all this stuff. And him realizing this, he was like, oh God, what have I done? My sons will literally become me. So he goes to his youngest son. By the way, he has more sons, but these were all of his sons of his actual wife, which means that they're the only ones he cares about because, so he goes to his actual youngest son, and he's like, this soft boy, he's too soft. He's the only one who can be emperor and won't just immediately murder both of his sons, both of his other brothers, because he seems like a good boy. So instead of like making either of these older sons the heir to the throne, he does it to his third youngest and sends both of them into like exile. And then he spends the last waning years of his life basically ensuring that his like youngest son, not actual youngest, but youngest from his actual wife he loves, becomes a good emperor. Anyway, as it turns out, even though he didn't care much about Wu Tian, his youngest son was seeing Wu Tian on the side, so he was seeing his father's courtesan.
Yikes.
So
amazing.
When he ascended to the throne, he eventually received a letter from her saying, "Oh, I weep," because she learned poetry and all this stuff, and my heart grows fond. So they met up, and he actually managed to, he started like he restarted the affair because he'd already been engaged because of how families work. He'd already engaged to a different person and all that stuff. However, at the same time, his wife and his favoured courtesan were in a bit of a power struggle themselves, trying to get favour from each other because his wife hadn't brought him a heir, but his favoured courtesan had. So his wife was starting to get a bit angsty. But Ben came out about him having this affair with a nun, who wasn't just a nun, but was his father's courtesan. So she would like immediately might go, "Oh, this is a threat to me. I'll need to get rid of this." But she saw it as a way of getting rid of the favored courtesan because she could then say to her husband, like, "Hey, I heard about this affair. Well, don't worry. She's here now, and you can see her whenever you want. She's here in the palace." And he's like, "Oh, that's great." So in order to like score brownie points with him, and also take kind of some of the power away from the favored courtesan. So yeah, now she's here in the palace. They're quite nice. But yeah, she eventually starts. She bears him some kids, and eventually, she's able to wrangle herself into being not only like she starts off by literally creating like there used to be 4 positions for like the most like honored courtesans, and eventually she tries to get a 5th position, which literally would have translated to being like the better than my actual wife courtesan.
Yeah.
And it became this whole like she did some shebangling, like in more detail I can't remember, to basically have herself positioned as his empress. And that's where the videos ended, but I do know from there she eventually manages, after he dies, position herself as like the emperor, like the person in charge of her son, who is the new who becomes the new emperor, and then because of that she ends up being empress and all this stuff. So yeah, it basically in 10 years or 20 years, I don't remember how long, she's able to like position herself through like courtroom politics to become the empress, from being literally just a courtesan, and at one point becoming a nun. So like that's a pretty big rise to fame. She used like her, because there was a old families and new families, and she was part of like new money, so there was a bit of a difference between she became sort of like a face to a lot of the people who by the way, I'm just staring at a screen now. What's going on?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out whether I should occupy or vassalize.
Always occupy, surely. You don't want to vassalize yet. You need more
well,
buildings.
Vassalizing is my thing. But maybe I do need more buildings.
You need a good base, I think, before you start. Because you need to be bigger than your vassals. So if this is close to you, then yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do have one vassal already. They start with one, but yeah.
I don't.
Faction destroyed. Tyrants. Bye. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a really interesting story. I think I always find stuff like the sort of underhanded tactics of things very interesting. Agamemnon, however, not very underhanded tactics. He just murders everyone, even his own son, or was it daughter? I can't remember.
It's his own daughter, I believe. No, was it his daughter he needed to do? And there was an entire book about it, and it's one of the only 3 books anyone actually cares about.
His son or daughter, I can't remember. To Poseidon to beg for good waves for the fleet.
It's because there were everyone got in on it. They were all ready. They were all ready to go to war, and then there was no wind, and they were like, "Oh, you got to do a sacrifice," and they got him talking about about doing his daughter for the sacrifice, and everyone was like, "Maybe don't do it," and then maybe do it.
My daughter's sacrifice.
So it ends up being a back and forth thingy.
It was not a happy time for old Agamemnon. Right, spears.
I mean, at least he gets done for being a dingus.
Yeah, true. He does definitely get done for being a dingus. Actually, I want Agamemnon. Oh, I can't move him yet. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so plan. So I've got Tyrants. I've got Epiterus. I can get a commandment now, which is fun. Ritual practices. That's for temples. Warrior camps. Recruitment. Organized games. That's happiness and growth. That's probably the best one for now, isn't it? Or plus 5% of all resources. That's also pretty good. I think I'll go with happiness and growth. That's probably best early game, isn't it? Who did we lose? So we lost some militia. I'm gonna merge these spears, I think. Just I don't need all of this right now.
Bzzz.
The slingers were pretty handy. They're very good for a They're good for siege battles. I'll keep them all. Oh, I'll just get rid of the militia. Like they're literally barely even worth it. Okay. Okay.
Who do you think who's your favorite god in the pantheon? You said Athena last time I asked you this, I think.
Yeah. I think probably I think I can tell you my least favorite is. I think Ares is my least favorite.
I mean, I think he's in the Greek tradition. He is the worst by definition. He's meant to be a dingus. You just have to worship him because otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you're Sparta, and Sparta like him. They're the only faction who do like him. A faction everyone else just made fun of him. And then the Romans came along and they actually made him more positive, as in. And
Mars.
I don't even.
Was it Mars?
Yes, it was Mars. Who's Athena in Rome? Is it Venus?
No idea. I don't really know anything about Rome.
Oh, there's armor in the ground.
There's a lot of marks and there's a lot of weird names, and I just don't really. I need to. Roman history is something I'm going to touch on at some point, but not.
Yeah, yet. we're still in Greek. We're going to be Greek.
We're still in Greek land. We're going to be Greek for a while.
You should come to Pharos or something in order to.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? But need one eventually, aren't I?
I'm just gonna increase my. I'm gonna get another farming town as well because I think.
Okay.
Because I it's getting happiness there, but also food. I don't need food right now. I've got so much food, but I might need. You know, when you go over food, and it goes from you need a lot of food. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit.
I should do a prayer to someone. Deal evaluation.
I like Hephaestus. Hephaestus is cool.
Hephaestus is cool. His story is interesting. So in God of War, something I can't remember what it was. In something.
I know he shows up in God of War, but I don't think he shows up in God of War 1. Does he show up in God of War 1?
So in God of War 1, you get Ares, Zeus, Artemis, Athena.
Oh, Artemis? I can't actually think of Artemis. Does
she gives you a sword.
Does she die? I can't even think of where Artemis is.
Oh, in God of War 1, you don't really meet them. They just kind of talk to you, and they're like...
Yeah,
you meet Athena.
I can't even imagine what Artemis looks like. Is the thing in the God of War?
Well, I don't know either. I only know the only one I've seen is statues of Athena, and you kill Ares.
Zeus is in it as well. Like he actually appears, but he's disguised. It's not a that's not a spoiler by the way, because they never say that, but it is meant to be obvious in the first game.
Well, I didn't know whether it would be Hermes.
Nah,
Hermes isn't one of the gods in this.
I don't think he's around yet.
Hermes.
So why Hades doesn't show up in this either? Oh no, Hades. Does Hades show up in this? No, because they wouldn't worship Hades, would they? But like
Hades is already in this because Cerberus is in this, but Hades was one of the first. Is one of the original pantheon. They all kind of created at the same time.
No. Hades was not created at the same time.
Yeah, he was. He was Poseidon's brother.
No, are you talking about actual history, or are you talking about the mythology?
The mythology. He was supposedly. So Hades and Poseidon were like the closest to. They were like brothers, and it was like they were basically given the choice of do you want to rule the seas or do you want to rule?
Yeah, well, they weren't given a choice. They were forced to basically pull straws.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But Hermes was created later, I think, by I can't remember who he was the kid of, but I think Apollo. He gave Apollo the lyre, I think.
Well, the reason I say Hermes isn't in this is because not only was he quote unquote created later in the mythology, he was also created later in history. Not all gods arrived at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said Hades was new, because Hades is new. Hades' first canonical appearance was in Troy, as in the legend Troy, not in the actual history. He had no legends about him apart from basically nothing, and not just because they didn't like to talk about him, but also because he just sort of he was turned up basically. He's probably from Poseidon, who was originally in the earliest. So to try and get you to try and get your head around this, basically, Poseidon at the time of when Troy would be set was the king of the gods, and Zeus did not exist. But the legend has Zeus as the king of the gods.
We've talked about this before, actually. Yeah, I remember briefly discussing this. I think that I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it, but the way interesting. The way I sort of it was told to me was that they were all kind of created around the same like era, but
not Dionysus.
Zeus. So Zeus, not Athena. Hang on, who was it? I think it was.
Can you click the button to say go on?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who the original ones were. Zeus, Hera. No, it wasn't Zeus. Okay, so Hera, Hades, Poseidon. I want to say. Oh, but there's other deities that weren't like the Olympians, I think, that were involved in this. Basically, there were a bunch of them that. The very historical terminology here. There was a bunch of them that were born from one of the Titans, and he immediately ate them all.
Yeah, Cronus.
Because Cronus believed that
it was foretold.
Well, he was foretold that one of them was going to kill him.
Mm.
So he killed all of them apart from, well, his wife, who I cannot remember the name of, was pregnant with one more child, but she lied. Oh no. I think she gave him like a stone or something instead of a baby, and he ate that or something. But she gave birth to Zeus and took him to an island somewhere where he was secluded and basically trained him in the ways of the world. And then Zeus came back and made Cronus throw up all of the kids. So the kids came back, and the kids being like Hera and a bunch of the other Olympians. And I think Zeus ripped Cronus' balls off and threw them across the sea.
Yep.
And that is how Aphrodite was born.
It wasn't. So it wasn't Kronos. It was Aronos, which is the sky.
Was it? Or was it Kronos who did that to, or the Sky Dude? Or was it not Zeus? I can't remember. I can't remember the fine details of it. But...
So the Sky Dude was a he was the one before the Titans. So in a way, Aphrodite is. It's weird because some of the relationships were formulated after the gods turned up, because like Hinduism, it was like there was a load of local cults with their own gods, and eventually they were codified into a single kind of entity, kind of. But as an example about them all being made at different times, Hades is from a different era. Like Poseidon's very early, and he was also associated with the ocean, the skies, and basically also the underworld, and he was kind of separated into like the other gods later. I think there might have been a sky god which became Zeus. It's hard to exactly say who became who. Dionysus is simultaneously older and newer than most of the other gods, because he is one of those foreign gods which came around from a weird underground sex cult, and eventually became like
an Olympian.
An Olympian. So he's simultaneously younger in that he was added to the Olympians quite late, which is why he replaces Hestia and all this other stuff. And why?
Oh, Hestia. Yeah, that's a name I forgot.
And also why he just fucking. He also exists in this game, I believe. There's like a Bacchus, not a Bacchus, but like there's a special cult thing I looked up, and I was like, oh look, it's like a cult, like the cult of.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like a pre-Roman, not pre-Roman, a pre-Greek, pre-Arcadian, sorry, like cult, which was like only practiced by people outside of like the society in like this sort of anti-authoritarian way. And then eventually the actual authority was like, we like parties as well. So like it eventually was integrated into the kind of society in a special way. I don't think I'm doing anything else. What else do I need? Construction available. I think
Aphrodite is a very cool like origin story of someone's balls were thrown across the sea and landed near Cyprus, and she crawled ashore on Cyprus, and that's how she was born. And then my other favorite is Athena, who didn't have Hephaestus cut Zeus's head in half or something, and
it's because
he crawled out of his head fully armed, with like a shield and a spear and armor.
The same situation with the legend with your firstborn will be your doom. Athena was Zeus's firstborn, and it was with the woman who raised him in the cave who helped him kill his dad. And she was like, hey Zeus, I'm pregnant, and he was like, oh shit, I know about the legends. Anyway, he eats her.
Of course he does.
Yeah, so he just fucking like absorbs her. He's like, and he sucks her into himself. Here's the problem: she was pregnant. So
she gave birth inside him.
No, he gave birth to Athena, and she just sprouted from his head.
And I swear, like Hephaestus like cut his head.
Yeah, he basically had a fucking splitting headache, and Hephaestus was like, "Fine, I'll sort it out for you, mate."
Oh, it's fucking wild. Greek myth is so cool, man. It's so interesting. What am I doing? It's crazy.
I don't think I can do anything
today.
I want to do a load of stuff, but I just don't think I can.
I think.
Can I?
I'm excited to sort of learn a bit more about the Roman tellings of a lot of this stuff as well.
Let's do a single and let's return. Let's do a one time. No, I want to do a one time. No, yeah, one time barter. And what do you want? You want. You're not interested in that. You kind of want gold, which is fine. I can just give you 10 gold.
We're on turn 5. This game is. There's so much to it. That's the thing.
Why do you not want it, like, to be helpful? You had like a 1 point chance of not. Well, okay. What if I do to make it work? You want 54 gold? No. You literally say it's minus 1 point. like, in order for you to not do this. What the fuck? Like, how the heck do you get anyone to do anything in this fucking game?
You have to just be really good mates with them, I think.
I'm trying to get like non-aggression packs with everyone to get them to start liking me more. You know, to start boost the.
I'm gonna be doing that soon when I'm.
But it says construction available. Here's the thing: I don't have enough resources. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
There's a really cool little island off like the west coast of Greece, really far on the bottom left corner of the map, and it's a ruin, and it's just like there's a big statue there. It's really cool.
I'm trying to think who I want to go into. I'm thinking maybe Hephaestus or like Athena. Like those seem like good ideas. Maybe Athena. She gives him more.
Hephaestus is cool, but they kind of do a similar thing, don't they?
Yeah, it's just it's if you want spears or not, I guess.
I might go Poseidon because that's lore appropriate. Okay, let's jump over to here. I need to peel my dudes. Oh, come on.
Peel?
Oh no, I'm gonna fucking...
What's happened?
Seriously? Trespass, because he couldn't just map around his territory. Something. Literally, if he moved like an inch to the right, he'd have been running around his territory rather than straight through it, but he didn't do that. Okay, right. So what I really need to do, I want to go for Corinth. Corinth doesn't have any walled cities, I don't think. So I could just go to war with them now. Who does anyone like Corinth? Ionia likes Corinth. And the Arcadians like Corinth. The Arcadians like me. Do they like me more? You're not Arcadians.
Okay, you're outside the city, so if I attack you, the city comes out to defend you, right? Which means I can probably destroy them without them being on like actual ground. But they're gonna outnumber me if I do that.
Why can't I see whether you like these? How much do you like these guys? You know what? I'm just gonna go to war with Corinth. I think it's gonna cause a bit of a rift with. I'm gonna get some non-aggression packs going, and then let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Achilles doesn't like me very. I mean, he does in this, but in the lore, he doesn't. He doesn't like Agamemnon very much.
No.
I just go. I could just go defensive alliances with like everyone in here. I'm gonna get defensive alliance. I might be able to demand some stuff here as well. Single barter. What do I want? I guess I want. What do you have? Not interested in wood. Let's go with wood then. How much wood would you like to give me? 500 wood. Okay, yeah, that's good. Nice. Okay. Okay. Who else can we go with? Let's go with you. Okay, he doesn't really want anything. Like maybe bribe him for non-aggression pacts. Fuck, that's a lot of shit. Okay, God, they really don't balance the stuff very well in this, do they?
No.
I'll offer you. How much stuff do I have? Gold? Let's go with like 100 gold, and he still doesn't want a non-aggression pact. That's...
Yeah, I think you're in the same boat as me.
Yeah. Well, I'll offer like 70 gold, and what do you want? You want wood? I can't afford wood. Oh, I could go bronze actually instead of gold. Let's go you. Oh no. No, we want gold.
This is the thing with these kind of campaigns. They just go on forever.
They really do go on. And let's do wood. Let's give you 300 wood. No. Well, that's 600 wood. God. Okay, fuck it. That's just not even worth it. But I've already got a alliance with you. You guys like me? No, not really. Okay. I really don't want the rest of Greece to, like, hate me. Could you please... Can I not bot with you? Diplomacy, right. Okay. Sparta, Ithaca. We have a non-aggression pact. You're all the way over there. Doesn't really matter. Pylos doesn't. I have a non-aggression pact with. The Arcadians, I do not. Okay, so it's just it's just the Arcadians that I have to worry about, but I don't really need to worry about them too much. Okay, fuck it. Let's go to war. I think 9, 9. Oh, these are quite big garrisons.
Big
I do have.
garrison.
Okay, I'm gonna take a turn to recruit.
What time is it? Oh, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got this time. Militia as well, I think, maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right. Buildings. Buildings. Down slingers.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's making noises. Okay. Maybe we want strip stands. That's good. More food. More stuff. Cool. Right. Okay, that's me. Sorry. That was a bit of a reading turn.
Your apology is not accepted.
Oh no!
Oh, I can attack.
Is there any other time this week when you'd want to play this, or should we just stick to Mondays?
I think I don't think I can really do more than one day a week, to be honest.
That's fine. I mean, I kind of want to say that I'm busy, but I feel like I'm not really that busy in there.
Okay, let's see. Can I do anything with this?
I guess I'll start God of War 2 this week, maybe. No, I just need to upload that video first. Oh God, I'm still warm. I'm just fucking sweating. Gross.
What's even the point of life? It's no growth. Bad happiness, but more plus 5% to all resources. Plus 4 influence over this, but more food and 20% growth. No point in getting those yet, I think. I think those... I don't know why those exist. Why is life existing? Anyway,
Rose said, I tuned in for 0.5 seconds to hear you talking about balls being flung into the sun. That's my boy.
Yeah. What
That's
do I want with my life? Let's see if I want anything. A heroic character was this. Servile. Hera, to the moment, battle was either reinforcing or being reinforced. Hates the nerds. Just fucking hate him. What's this? Devout. Ends with Zeus is respected. I don't know why they want any of these boys, buddy. What is this? It was either reinforcing or being reinforced. Let's get this servile boy. Let's get this guy. He's like a protector type. Let's get this. Come on, come in here, and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get some giant. I need those other giants. What can I get? Vanguard. Okay, I think we need to level them up to get them. Well, that ability, that whole like mission is impossible. Why did they even do it? Trojan warriors. What's this? These are clubs. Let's get some. Let's get some swordsmen. Let's just get some swordsmen. He's gonna maybe back me up if I get fucked. That's the general like idea, isn't it? Just in case. Just in case. Can I get any of this? So that's 140. So if I get 20 more versus that. Well, the rule is basically try and get whenever you can. So, let's see, who wants to give me money? Diplomacy. Dad. Actually, so it's anyone for wood who's got a lot of wood. You do not want wood. So lion boy.
Yes, we should talk.
Yes, we should talk. Oh, do you want a non-aggression pact? What will make this work? Something. Sure.
No hesitation.
Anyway, can I have some wood, please? I want 20 wood, please. Literally only 20 wood, and I will give you. Oh, I can't give you stone. I will give you. Let's see. Oh, I can give you like. I can give you 3 gold for 20 wood. How about that? Agree. There, see, we're now friends. And with that, I can make one thing. Cool. Cost me some bronze, but what does it matter? Construction available in Ide. Yeah, I know there's technically construction available. Doesn't mean I'd actually want to construct anything. Which, there. Cool. And then that's... No, I know about that.
Ooh, Ajax wants a barter agreement with me. Demanding 61 bronze, and they will give me... Oh shit, that's pretty good. They will give me 129 wood and then 88 wood for 9 turns. Fucking hell.
I feel like one of the problems with this is currently it's a bit of a one-sided fight because you have more heroes than me. I guess the Trojans just do, though.
You also have Troy. I mean, look at that. Look at that boy's garrison.
Nah. Ooh, what do you want, bro? You want to give me wood for this? Sure. It's looking helpful. They're literally just giving me wood. Oh, is he going to be the helpful faction? You know how there's always just that helpful faction? They want 57 per turn, and they're willing to give 25 per turn. I don't really... Oh, but they give me military access, and that's one thing which they're giving on top of it. Okay, I think I'm going to say yes, and it's for 8 turns. Okay, I'm going to say yes to get that military access, to get that, like, to basically be able to do that thing. Okay, so you're... Oh, do I want to... They have the better army. Well, they have more of the army, is the best way to put it. They will have to come to me. Let's fight this.
Ooh.
Can you help me? Against this larger army.
I can spectate our player's AI. What would you like me to do?
If you play as an AI, you will beat me. Unless you play badly.
This is... I don't know if this is a good idea, James.
Should I run away?
I think you should run away. They have a lot of dudes.
They do have a lot of dudes. I can pull out in the battle, can't I?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I can, can't I?
I don't know.
I can retreat.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, I allowed me to retreat. I just decided not to.
If I auto-resolve, it's a predicted victory for me.
Ah, it's fine.
I'll spectate. I'm not going to fight them. As them.
Okay, I think I might...
if I did, maybe what I could have done is made you fight like each army one at a time, which might have been kind of fun, but like...
No, because that's cheating. Besides, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold out on the edge of the map, and I'm going to fight them a little bit and then run away.
Okay. I hope that works.
I'm going to do damage. I'm going to damage them a little bit before they leave, before I pull out.
Oh, man. This fucking terrain is so gorgeous. Like, mountains and... Oh. Giant axe in a hill over there. I kind of don't know how I feel about the just ridiculous giant weapons and everything in the landscape, but this is quite a cool map. I like it. Nice valley. Oh, your giants are cool.
How big are the giants?
Pretty big. They're not like enormous, but they're like twice the size of a normal person. Gods of Troy. Oh, they look badass. I like their shields. They look really cool. Those shields must be so heavy. Jesus Christ.
Okay. They have swordsmen. Some more swordsmen.
The giants look awesome.
Okay, I'm going to move over here.
I'm just letting you know that militia warbands are absolutely fucking useless. Like, they are literally just cannon fodder.
I figured as much. That's what their purpose is.
Yeah.
What if I send them in just to do battle? Can I pull out?
Shall I Google it? I'll Google it.
I could. So let me see. I'm gonna watch and see what happens. Are they going to like wait is the question. See how far they come.
This is the most collapsed Google search ever.
Okay, because they have to run across the entire map, so there's that. If I... Okay, well I'm going to put myself there in order to actually...
Okay, I don't know.
I wonder if I should attack now and see what happens.
It's a pretty big army.
It's too big, isn't it? It's the problem.
Yeah.
I can pull out. Should I just withdraw?
I think you should just withdraw. That is a big army, dude. Okay. There's 3 heroes. Like, Hector seems pretty badass, but not that badass. Okay. Yeah, anyway. It's not even like they just have weaker dudes as well. They have, like, just normal spearmen, and they have swordsmen and stuff, so, like...
It's because they mustered for 2 turns with their singles. They mustered for 1 turn in their single city. So, you know, they had enough chance to build 3 armies. Anyway, let's leave. Run.
Yeah, it's probably a safe bet to just... I mean, you could even wait in the trees and then just, like, shoot them a bit, but it's just
I feel like it would do nothing. It would only injure me.
Casualty replenishment in this game is so ridiculous. Like, in Total War, this is one of the things I don't like about Total War is how fast casualty replenishment is. Like, you can just poop soldiers into existence. Like, and it just does not work like that in real life.
I mean, like, when
you should have like a set population of soldiers. Like, there's like a pool that you can draw from, I think.
Like in Black and White, go back to a thing we mentioned earlier. Like, that's how it works. Yeah.
I really hope that you don't like. I really hope this doesn't like.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it should. It should. Hopefully.
I don't think you'd have the option to withdraw otherwise, would you?
Well, withdrawing allows you to do it. Like, for example, if you were like the winning faction, if your army was winning, but you just wanted to withdraw some units to stop them from taking any casualties, like that would be a use for it. But if you can just withdraw in a battle, like, why can't you just withdraw? You know, like on the campaign map.
I just basically.
Okay, that's probably why then. Like,
they're
going to chase you now, aren't they?
Yeah, but one of those armies is limited to the city, so they can't. They literally.
Okay. That's much better.
They literally can't.
Okay.
But they are sending 1 army, so they might attack me. Okay. This, however, is a lot more doable as a fight.
Okay, I might play as the AI then. I'm not gonna like completely annihilate you.
I think they just have better spearmen is my worry, really, and they have more ranged options.
Oh, you do have those giants though.
I do have those giants, but I am tired now because I withdrew.
True, but they're gonna have to come to you, so you're gonna have some time to like recuperate. Okay. Would you really want me to not play as the AI?
No, you play as them. Oh, he stole one of my bloody swords. Fuck. He stole my weapon. When I withdrew, he just fucking has it now.
That's dumb. I don't like that.
Like,
that's stupid.
how? It's because it was an actual defeat. Shit. I don't like this.
Yeah, it's kind of gamey. I don't like that. Okay, maybe... Oh. Maybe I... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to play as them because it's a really close fight.
Yeah. Well, you help me out.
And I don't want you to just completely...
Help me out by pointing out like stuff I'm missing.
Okay, yeah. This isn't much of a versus campaign, is it?
Nah, this is how it works though. We always help each other out. It's only when we actually fight each other, which will be in like 10 years.
I don't want to fight you in a battle that's going to completely fuck you over, you know what I mean? Because that's just not fun for anyone.
I think we almost have to be cooperative until like we actually engage each other.
Yeah.
Because if I was better at the game, yeah, I'd ask for like, I'd be like, go hard. But I'm not better at the game, you know?
Can you give me units? Or is
Whoa, what do you want? Do you want to take these militia warbands?
Can you actually do it?
I can can be.
Oh shit. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And I'll go flanking force. So you just set up your battle line,
Okay.
and I will set up around you.
Do you mean my tiny little like? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, these militia. Oh, they're really not that great. They are just chaff. Maybe this should be your front line actually.
Okay. Do you want to gift them back, and I will gift you something else?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Do you want? Okay.
Give me like your ranged units or something.
Okay. My ranged units are. I have some giant skirmishers, and I have some archers. So I'm going to give you the I'm going to give you them both, and you can do what you wish with them.
Okay.
I'm going to create a front line, which is going to be this chaff. The chaff is going to be there, and then I'm going to send these giants in once the chaff goes in. Does that make sense? Yeah. So they're like...
You could deploy in these trees here, because you'd get... Or even up here. Like... Because think of it like this, right? If you deploy in the trees, you get, like, protection from projectiles. If you deploy up here, you could put, like... I don't know. Like, you could maybe defend here and defend here, but I don't know.
Okay.
And then I could put like skirmishers like here.
What if I? So what if I go in these trees and hide them, so they can't? They don't know where the fuck I am.
Right. Okay. Here's the thing. You probably want them to know you're there because you want them to come to you.
Or do I go here? Force them.
Well, I was thinking
up this ridge.
What you could do is you could split your force in half. So you could put one line there, and one line like here.
Okay, so if I put...
To be honest, if you put your army here, they might come like this. And then you could flank with some dudes like that. I don't know.
Okay, what if I
would definitely put your chaff here.
Okay,
so green.
I'm thinking I'm gonna... Wait, why is this guy by himself? Go over here.
Like, that might work, maybe.
Okay.
You kind of want them to come, like... You don't want them to flank around here, though. You want them to come down there.
Well, yeah. Okay, so if we do this... and if they come up this way, it means that they're gonna have to make a point of doing it, you know?
Yeah.
You
could maybe put... So, I would suggest either